Welcome to the most random, disorganized, and crazy podcast ever. This is the first episode, and I'm probably never going to make another one. I don't really know what to talk about right now, so let's talk about digital games. So when you buy a game, do you know how it's like you know how sometimes they just refund the game, like they just delete it off the face of the earth because it's outdated? Counter-Strike Go. CSGO. Well, CSGO is free, so it doesn't really count. But they can't do that if you have a physical copy of it. Like a disc. Wait, is that why they stopped making discs? Probably. So, I feel that's just not really fair. When you pay like $80 for a game, you should own a copy of that game. It shouldn't just be like a license that can be revoked. Like, it is literally just a license. So if the game just ever gets if it ever goes out of support, you can't play it anymore. So then the $80 you had are wasted. But if it's a physical cartridge, they can't really just revoke it from you. Because it's not a license, it's a physical product that you bought. So I feel it's unfair how they deleted our, they just removed it. We don't have it anymore. And, end of sentence. Let's put a period there. Now let's talk about Pokemon. The Pokemon phylogenetic, chart by Winter Rose, I find, is very interesting. Yeah. It's really quite cool how he mapped out the entire thing. I'm actually gonna pull it up right now. I have it set as my desktop, which I kind of want to remove it as, but Pokemon phylogenetics chart, final 1.7, whatever. Just if that's a documents, because I don't really care documents. It's not have any support anymore, and it's not being backed up. It's not gonna stop me from just putting my file here. Hello? Yeah. So, one thing I find... What just happened? So it is quite... I don't want to. I can't zoom? You're telling me I can't zoom in? What? Where's... Oh, wait. It's just documents. How do I... So... View... Full screen. You know what? We are not using my friend view. Sorry for that. That was been quite annoying. Yeah, let's use photos. Yeah. So it's interesting. Accidental. Darkrai is created from the nightmares of all living creatures. Cresselia is created from the dreams of all living creatures. Wait, they're both from the living creatures. Oh yeah. Just one's from nightmares and one's from dreams. When the morning sun hit an icicle, it wished not to melt, and thus Vanillite was born. Some real Pokedex entry. I'm just reading out of this. Carbink are born from the high temperatures and pressures deep underground. Deontay is created by a sudden transformation of Carbink and quickly become their leaders. Oh, that explains a lot. Because one of the Dex entries for Carbink says that there's a big vein of them and they have a queen. So I guess Deontay is their queen. Burnt Charcoal came to life and became a Pokemon. Yeah. Mew stem cells, galvanized by the explosion of Mewtwo, of the Mewtwo Project Lab, became animate, creating the Pokemon Ditto. Magearna was created. Yeah, I'm bored of that. Extraterrestrial origin. Oh. Let's just go up to Arceus. So the egg birthed Arceus. I don't think Arceus birthed them. I think Arceus made them. But Arceus hatched. And then Arceus made the God/ruler of space, Palkia, and the God/ruler of antimatter, Distortion World, I guess, and God/ruler of time. First generation, the Creation Trio. I guess it's first generation, technically. The second generation, the beginning of the world. Messenger of the Great Arceus. I know. Messenger of the Great Arceus. He created Latios, Groudon, the creator/ruler of the land, Skydios, Rayquaza. Go Team Sky! Who is the ruler of the skies, or Groudon and Kyogre's babysitter. Creator/ruler of the seas, Kyogre. Sculptor of the continents, which is Regigigos, I kind of forgot his name, and Unknown, who are the programming language of creation, I guess. Then they created then Arceus created the third generation, the being of life and its guardians. Yeah, if it stems off of something, it makes that, right? I'm confused here. So, I think they might have been made by Rayquaza, but I think they were made by Arceus. Yeah. So, enormous thunders, Landorus, and Tornadus are created to facilitate the world's weather, and usher in the 4 seasons. The common ancestor of all Pokemon, which is Mew, who is just barely connected. Xerneas and Yveltal are created to bring about the cycle of life and death. Well, I guess Yveltal somehow kind of cheats it. Zygarde is created to keep them in the ecosystem balanced, so it's just Rayquaza all over again. And Celebi is where it gets confusing, because this is just the Moonstrom paradox, or whatever. Celebi is a unique case. They are tasked with both ensuring that the environment is purified by them, but are also gifted with the ability to travel through time to ensure the universe is created at the beginning of things by delivering Arceus' egg, the egg that existed before anything, true time before anything existed. Arceus trusted this mission to a being of purity, Celebi, which is confusing because it loops back to the egg. Jirachi. Yeah, Jirachi. God/granter of wishes. I guess they're like the bringers or granters. What Yuxi, the bringer of knowledge, Mesprit, the bringer of emotion, and Azelf, the bringer of willpower, and I guess Hello is a godly figure, god of rebirth. But not Lugia. No, we don't see Lugia here. How was Lugia made? I guess. No, but it was originally stated. Yeah, in Gen 2 it was stated Lugia made the entire world. Did you know that? Yeah. I just went, let's do extraterrestrial origin since we finished biblical origin. Space. Meteorite. Let's start here. Always appear after meteorite showers, believed to come from the moon or meteorites. Okay. That was the Clefairy line. Or Clefable. Is it Clefairy? Soul Rock and Lunatone, found in a field after meteorite showers impacted the ground. The original dragon became Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. And Kyurem was believed to have possibly crashed to the earth, creating a great chasm. This is pure and universe speculated by locals. I'm not sure, actually. I didn't read that properly. Go watch Winter Rose's video where he made this. Eternatus crash landed alone. It was its own meteorite. Yeah, it was the meteorite. An alien virus takes the form of a round crystal and falls to Earth via several meteorites. I just remember those 4 forms of Deoxys. The simple version of the virus sprouts simple appendages formed around the core, which are capable of regenerating. The core also possesses minor psychic abilities upon evolving. So, yeah, that was Starmie. Or Staryu. Is it Starmie or Staryu? I think Staryu is the line, like the final evolution. The advanced version of the virus sprouts more appendages formed around the core with versatile size and shape, and a more advanced form of regeneration. The core inhibits powerful psychic abilities. Deoxys. That's Deoxys. Elgem and Behem came to Earth via a crashed UFO. They are a reference to Roswell. Alternate dimensions. Ultra dimension. Gen 7. Miscellaneous. Hoopa is a trans-dimensional being of fully unknown origin. The Duskullitwick and Pumpkaboo lines all have Pokedex entries that imply they come from a realm known as the world of spirits. Yep, got it. Ultra dimension. It doesn't state much for all of these. I mean, the Ultra Beasts, Naganadel and Playpool are my favorite Ultra Beasts. Would you count Lunala, Solgaleo, Cosmog, Cosmoem as Ultra Beasts? I mean, they technically are, but they don't. I guess Solgaleo may have came from like an Arcanine, and Lunala came from like, I don't know, like it's like maybe like a Crobat, you know? This doesn't make sense. What did like Nebby come from? And Cosmog and Cosmoem. Yeah, what did Necrozma come from? Yeah, so I don't think they're quite Ultra Beasts. They're just legendaries. My personal favorite is like Lunala and Necrozma. Plus Cosmog and like Cosmog's just adorable. I'm actually working on beating the Ultra Moon games. So yeah, we have. Let's see if I can name all the Ultra Beasts. Nihilego. I'll come back to him. Circuitry. Guzzlord. Poiple. Naganadel. I want Kartana, Blastool, I want to say. I don't know. And Stakataka. Yeah. So, what are all the Ultra Beasts again? I don't know. I know my storage is full OneDrive. What do you think? Yeah, alternate dimensions and paradox dimensions. So we have Great Tusk, Screamtail, what's it called? I'll come back to that. Fluttermane, Slitherwing, Sandy Shocks, Raging Moon. No, it's not Raging Moon, it's what is it? It's what is it again? I know it's Moon. It actually might be Raging Moon. Is it Raging Moon? I think it's Raging Moon. Walking Wake, Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, and Koraidon. Past ones. Future, Iron Shreds, Iron Delivery, Iron Hands, Iron Jugulis. Yeah, Iron Jugulis. Iron Thorns, Iron Valiant, Iron Boulder. I don't know. I can't name like the what's their name? They evolve from who are they? I don't know. They're like the spaceship they're like the spaceship paradox Pokemon. You know them. In artificial creation, this one is by far the most extensive. So, human made. Oh, Gastron's human made. Okay. Let's start with Golark. We're made to protect an ancient civilization. We're made to better predict the weather. We're made to move through cyberspace and fulfill the ancient Porygon paradox. Yeah, didn't they fall into Hisui? So they're like a literal paradox Pokemon because they fell into Hisui, and that's how we got the idea to make them in the future. Even though they were made in the future, but they somehow fell into the past. And I don't get paradoxes. was created from the fossil of an ancient Pokemon by Team Plasma as a weapon. Didn't they like alter it after reviving it from a fossil? I don't know. Was made in an attempt to recreate Arceus for the express purpose of killing Ultra Beasts. You kind of got it right. You know? They're both quadrupedal, and they both have like a ton of forms, and they both have like a weird head appendage, and they're both mostly white. Well, Titanol isn't, he's mostly gray. But Sophia is for sure. Were made to protect the Nasa in ancient civilization. Was created over 500 years ago by human hands. Incidentally, it's identified in its Pokedex entry as the artificial Pokemon. While they were created with the intention of reviving several ancient species of Pokemon, the resulting creations were complete abominations. So there's 2 different heads and 2 different bodies. Oh gosh. Oh, that must be terrible. Its head is on the top of its mouth. Were complete abominations and mockery of life and death. Okay. In an attempt to create a more powerful clone of Mew, with the help of Dr. Fuji, Dr. Blaine used his own DNA to finish the incomplete Mew genome sequence. Mewtwo was created as a dire consequence. Bro. Accidental. Was first created when a modern Pokeball exposed to a powerful pulse of energy. That doesn't make sense. Was born when an unknown poison Pokemon crawled into an engine inspired it and was permanently fused to it as a direct result. Reverum and Varoom. Electrode, I forgot to mention them. The Galar fossils, Magearna, whatever his name is, Genesect, Porygon, Castform, and Golurk. Yeah, Reverum, Electrode, yeah, Claydol were originally clay figures created by ancient people. The figures came to life after being exposed to mythical rays, mythical Pokemon. Therefore, Banette is a plush doll that was thrown away and came to life due to its grudge over being disowned. It seeks the child who abandoned it, but if it breeds, it creates a Shuppet, which lacks the powerful attachment of a naturally spawning Banette. Shuppet seeks strong negative emotions to evolve into Baguette. What the? Were created from human pollution in a stream exposed to X-rays from the moon. Since they were created from industrial waste, they are toxic. This origin is insane and it hurts my science brain. I get you, Winterrose. It was created when garbage and industrial waste mixed, causing a reaction that generated rubbish. How does garbage plus garbage make a life? Good question. Yeah, Winterrose, that is a good question. This Pokemon was born from the sweet-smelling particles in the air. Its body is made of cream. Don't ask how, man. I don't know. I don't want to know what kind of cream. So, considering the appearance, though, it is probably like whipped cream or heavy cream. Probably heavy cream, seeing as it evolves from like a milky substance. Yeah. That is whoever they are. They have like I don't know. They look pretty Gen 7. I think they're Gen 7 Pokemon. They have like reddish eyes and they have strawberries on their head and they evolve from like a little just like drop of milk. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. What do you even call that? The grudge trio? like Grudge Squad. Mew stem cells galvanized by the explosion of the Mewtwo Project Lab. Galvanized by the explosion of the Mewtwo Lab, of the Mewtwo Project Lab became animate, creating the Pokemon Ditto. Okay. Gimmighoul are born from the emotions seeping into man-made coins or treasure chests. They are mistakes and consequences of capitalism. They don't look like consequences or mistakes to me. Their Dex entry literally says they're charming and happy and nice, and they get along with people. Or maybe there's like the popular kid who's like a jerk, and they spoil this fun. Over many centuries, 4 treasures were all passed through thousands of corrupted hands, causing the treasures to be cursed by the negative emotions of humanity's greatest sins. That doesn't sound good. That is Wo Xian, Tinglu, Jiu, and Xianpao. I probably butchered the pronunciation, since I don't really know how to pronounce Xian. I got everything in there. Because, like, I know French. Oui, je connais le français. Oui. Oui. It is Paris. Verity. Said that. It was the most W quote ever. And they said, merci. And a horse kind of asked him, what does the cow say? He responded with, moo. He speaks that too. Okay, if you don't know. Who approved that? I think it even got like, I think it's even on record labels. There's something. I don't know, I think it's like, it's trending though, that's for sure. It's trending because it's bad. That's not a good way to start out your career. Especially from an internet song. But then again, that's Horse Mounts. What do you expect from him? He's just corny. Oh, wait, I probably can't sing that. He's probably gonna, like, sue me. Did I don't think I ran this. Ho-Oh revives 3 Pokemon. Oh, wow, Ho-Oh. I remember reading about Ho-Oh all the way over. Like, in the biblical spot. Ho-Oh revived 3 Pokemon who died in the Brass Tower. Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. When a storm started ablaze, these Pokemon became the legendary beasts Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, who are literally just evolutions. Regigigas, after towing the continent, sculpted the legendary Titans in its seclusion, locked away in a cave. Regice, Regidrago, Regirock, Regieleki, and Registeel. Petrant gifted the Loyal 3 with powers they desired in exchange for it taking over their 3 wills, effectively changing their species from their origin. It did so through the toxic chains and binding mochi it is able to create. Oh yeah, I forgot Petrant can do that. I just saw Petrant one day, I was like, wow. Darkrai is created from the nightmares of all living creatures. Cresselia is created from the dreams of all living creatures. Did I say dreams twice? When the morning sun... I think I already read these. Spiritomb were once 108 separate entities whose sins caused their spirits to be bound together into the odd keystone as Pokemon. The keystones were then separated from the haloed tower, which triggered Spiritomb's release. Okay. Oh, it's Nick Rose. Oh, I am so sorry. Is that like his name? Nick Rose. Oh, Aspirative. Oh yeah, I forgot there's some at the bottom. Unidentified. Okay. Because of the cloth covering it, it uses the cloth covering. It uses in the inability to study its true body without dying horrifically. It is just difficult to classify Mewtwo without genetic data. Yeah, fair point. But it's really sad how people don't like it. I'd be friends with Mimikyu. Because of its extremely infrequent sightings in the wild and its ability to compress its body into a flat disk to blend into shadows, Marshadow cannot be classified until a genetic study is conducted. Just catch a Marshadow. Just find out its egg group. Oh wait, there's like one Marshadow. While highly likely that Phalanx is a type of ape due to its limb count, I don't think those are limbs. I don't think the shields are limbs. And propensity for using tools and forming lines, it would be unscientific to make any conclusion without a more thorough investigation. We need a genetic study or at least a better look at their bodies. I think they're like robots, or maybe they're like ghosts from like ancient warriors who like inhabit their armor. Oh, wait, maybe they're Mighties. You know Mighties? MYTUI? Maybe they're those. They kind of look like one. Well, possible it is some form of three-legged arthropod. But what about rock and roll? Or perhaps a minerallusk. Its energy core, as described in the Pokedex entry, makes it difficult to classify. It also does not possess eyes, as those recesses in its face are actually an ear. Okay. The rock and roll line is blind, and the energy core possesses in what forms its crystals. We need more conclusive data to determine what this Pokemon is. Perhaps in future games we will hear of a genetic study, or at least learn of its internal structure a bit more. Got it? Okay, hear me out. The Pokemon describes its cells in a very particular way. Oh, that's the word I was trying to say. Peculiar. It quite literally says its cells are hard, which is phrased so specifically it can only mean they possess cell walls, making it at least partially a plant. Yes, it looks like a lizard, but looking like is some morphology shit. Oh, yeah. Did you know? Yeah, no shit. Like, it could be a plant. I mean, if you see like Sudowoodo or Lurantis is canonically a plant, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's canonically a plant. I'm pretty sure, and Sudowoodo is canonically a rock. It is morphology shits, and we don't do that here at Rose Labs. Cave Johnson ass. Also, before you say bone cells are hard, no, they're not. Bone cells are soft, but they are surrounded by an organic osteoid. I know I'm looking that up later. Matrix made of mineral salt, calcium, and phosphate. So that's why we need salt. So that's why we need sodium, I guess. Salt, calcium. Oh, so that's what calcium's used for. And phosphate. Don't we have like phosphate in our pee? So why don't we just like separate the phosphate from our pee? Because didn't we discover phosphate because someone tried to make gold from peeing into a bowl or like a cauldron? I'm pretty sure someone did do that. How do you? I feel like they were just desperate, you know. Or maybe he read some stupid article on it. Of mineral salt, calcium, phosphate. That's why bones are hard, because of both Dr. Okay. Oh. So that's why bone's hard. Because of this? Oh, okay. Because of this, both Dr. Kenny and I almost had a breakdown over Duraludon. Since it was the very last Pokemon we categorized. So if you don't like this, be angry with science, not me. Could be a mineral, could be a plant, could be a divisitive 100% a headache. Right ear entry is better, Mr. Sean Pokédex. Yeah, Cave Johnson. The Guardians of Lola, the Tapu line, all do not appear to possess a mouth or any form of feeding apparatus. I think they're plants. They're like trees. Because just look at their shells. They're wooden. And they're attached to the shell. So I think they're plants. I think they are. I feel like the shell is kind of like bark, you know? Of feeding apparatus for that matter. They are based on totems and appear to be made of wood, which has led my research partner Dr. Gay to conclude that they are likely plantae. Oh, I was right. However, due to their lack of being able to learn any moves pertaining to photosynthesis, such as synthesis, with the exception of Tapu Bulu, which can learn solar beam, I'm pretty sure it is like the grass one. Because where do bulls live? Grass. Yeah. I believe the Tapu line to be artificial creations of some kind until further study is conducted and more evidence comes to light. They will remain unclassified. What that actually connects with a maze dragon theory that Magearna is Magearna is connected to that Magearna is one of the Tapus, but it died, which is sad. And then someone found the shell, or the core or soul of it, and put it into Magearna when they were making Magearna for the princess. Because, yeah. Well, Missing No has entry. Missing No is canon now? I guess. Esperite. These Pokemon are born from dead humans like Professor Magnolia any day now. Oh, okay. I guess Poltergeist makes sense. Yeah. Poltergeist. Tumbleweed line. And the Hisuian Zorark in Zorua. And whoever the Sandcastle guys are. And Ferocious. Are they species who die in the snow? Oh, those aren't connected. They're humans who die in the snow. These are from unidentified species. Or unidentified spirits. The Tumbleweed guy, and the T guy, the one that Poltergeist is based off. I just realized they have legs. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And Aegislash, Dawn Dash and stuff. Any spirits, including humans. So you're telling me Drifloon could be a human kidnapping children? Oh god, I don't want to think about that. Don't trust Driflooms, and that we're just gonna call him Crystal. He's like the crying snowflake guy. Kangaroo line? Or maybe they were like, you know, I don't know anything about that. Indian mask. And the Frostlass line. Snowrun, I guess. And that tree ghost Pokemon, whoever they are. Why is Rockruff here? Oh. So Rockruff, when it dies, it could turn into a graveyard. Oh, that's sad. The species of Corsola went extinct and were resurrected as Cursula. Oh, it changed one letter, and you can immediately get it. Nincada becomes Ninjask. A Shedinja is born from the dead discarded shell. Did you know that's why it has one? But then it's not dead. It's just like, yeah, it's not like born from a dead thing. I mean, technically it is born pretty much about to die. When Basculin forged their way upstream, the survivors are imbued with the dead to become Basculogen. I know, it's very sad lore. History's a dark place. What? What? Is that like concept art or something? I need to like screenshot this for later. What is that? Primeape gets so angry they die. From this rageful death, an Annihilape is born. But Annihilape isn't a ghost type. After going extinct millions of years ago, this unknown species began returning as the Dreepy line. I did not know Dreepy was a ghost for so long. In a later episode, I'll cover the entire tree. Because this is way too long. It's 40 minutes. I realize I have to sing. What should I sing? You're gonna do it. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna do it. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna do it. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna do it. You're gonna make me fly. Yeah, that's good. That's good.